1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Check 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. One, two, three, four, five, six, five.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and from the rocket's red glare the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Al Arbor Rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York, where we're set for Game 2 of 2 on this weekend head-to-head matchup where the University of Georgia Bulldogs are set to take on the Farmingdale State College Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jordan DeLuciano. I'm going to be joined on color commentary here and there by Luke Judge. Luke was on the call yesterday. I was out for yesterday's game. I was a little under the weather, but I'm back at it today once again, joined by Luke. Georgia comes into this game 6-1-1 on the season. Farmingdale 4-2-1 on the year, and that one at the end of each record was yesterday's result, a 3-3 tie between these two teams. Pucks drop were underway as Georgia starts off with Parenti up front, Poole and Strauss on the back end, Declan Conway as well as James Hedquist on the forward group, as that one bounced over Conway's stick and almost had a 2-on-1 the other way. Goaltender for Georgia tonight will be Nick Newbold. Last night was Ryan Testino. Testino made 26 saves in the tie. Farmingdale starting off with a line that was all their production yesterday. Tim Duffy, Sean O'Donnell, and Michael Lorico, as they were the bulk responsibility of all three goals, as we have an icing. Talked about who's in goal for Georgia. It'll be Nick Newbold. He's 3-0 on the year, 2 goals against a game, and a .910 save percentage, and he'll be countered by Joseph DeCanio tonight, as it was Jake Temkin in net yesterday for the Rams, making 25 saves. DeCanio on the year, 2-1 with a 3.24 goals against average and a .915 save percentage. Intercepted by Hawkins, quickly broken up there by Georgia and Conway, as the freshman Hedquist turns it over to Signoretti, and Signoretti gets bodied off the puck. Farmingdale keeps it in. And that one will be quickly out of play. So yesterday's game, it was a 2-0 Farmingdale lead going into the second period after a strong showing by the Rams in the opening frame. But then it was all Bulldogs in the second, 3 in a row to carry a 3-2 lead into the final frame, where then Farmingdale's Tim Duffy got his second of the night. Duffy had 2 goals and 1 assist, which then extended his point streak to 4 games. He also has 4 games in a row with a goal. 4-game point streak for Duffy, 5 goals, 5 assists, but hold that thought, back the other way comes Georgia trying to dance around, was Punzenberger. Good back check by Rotan on the back end. Pass it front wide open, not able to release it, but they score. Declan Conway, fans on the shot, helped out by Will Donato, and just like that, it's Georgia up 1-0. So just like yesterday, it was Farmingdale that struck first very quickly, but the roles reverse as it's Donato's 3rd of the year. So a defensive lapse in their own end by Farmingdale. 2 Bulldogs left wide open in front, as they had 2 chances on it, as there's Immel trying to get a one-timing feed, but it was broken up. Farmingdale yesterday in the overtime had 2 power plays, but really nothing happening on it, as they were shooting themselves in the foot while on the man advantage with errant passes. So that was actually Josh Mazzaros in front that fanned on it. He'll get an assist, as Dylan Punzenberger will get an assist as well. He had 2 last night. Icing arm up, and icing will be the call. Assistant captain there for Farmingdale, Ethan Bohm. Farmingdale comes into this game averaging 4.57 goals a game, letting up 2.85 goals against. But this is a Rams team in their last 4 games has allowed 3 or more goals in each of the last 4. Those 4 games include a 5-4 win against conference rival Fairfield, as a big bodies there thrown by David Eberle in the corner. but also a game Farmingdale on the road in Connecticut against Quinnipiac. After taking the first meeting here on the island 6-3, they went to Connecticut, was up 4-1 going into the third and wound up losing in overtime. So just like last night, they coughed up multiple goal lead to their opponent. In that Quinnipiac game, Farmingdale was on the losing end, and then last night, they wound up tying Georgia. Struggling to keep the puck out of their net, but we talked about 4.57 goals a game this Rams offense is averaging. They have 5 players with at least a point or more per game. You have the aforementioned number 47, Tim Duffy, had a slow start to the season, but those last 4 games, 10 points in 4 games, which has equaled out to 12 points overall and 7 for the year. Pass goes behind Sippos. Pops in the air, glove down by Spicer. This might be another icing. So that is now 3 icings against Farmingdale, not even 4 minutes into this one. So I'm going to kick it over now to Luke Judge. Luke, you were on the call yesterday on Color. What'd you see from these two teams yesterday in that 3-3 tie?
Well, last night was a pretty hard-fought battle between both teams. Georgia came back into this game. They had 3 unanswered goals against Farmingdale. Farmingdale kind of went to sleep in the second period, unfortunately, and they were unable to find their groove in overtime, as well as Georgia. And tonight, Georgia looks like they have the momentum so far. As you can see, another icing was called there. Some tired defenders out there for Farmingdale. So let's see what they can do here, Jordan.
Yeah, Luke, 4 icings already, and again, not even 4 minutes in, so they're almost averaging an icing per minute right now. It was the strong shot by Farmingdale last night, as that was deflected wide by DeCanio. So Farmingdale last night had the strong start. It is now Georgia tonight, coming out guns blazing. Georgia has a tough weekend, as they had yesterday against Farmingdale, right now against Farmingdale, and then they go to Connecticut tomorrow to finish up their trip here in the Northeast as they play Quinnipiac. From the corner, it's Parenti around the boards. It'll be picked up by Poole. Back to the net, rebound kicks out, trying to stuff it, bank it in from behind, still loose. DeCanio fights this one off and gets the whistle as it got stuck on the top of the net. Farmingdale very sloppy in their own end to start this game. It's the Georgia team coming off a very strong season last year. It's still early enough now that we could still reminisce to last year. Georgia was the number 9th ranked team in the AAU, going 21-9-2 on the year, as DeCanio will get the whistle. They wound up going to the AAU National Championship. They won their pool by knocking off the number 1 ranked St. Bonaventure in overtime. It was Evan Parenti's game winner that sealed it, but then the Bulldogs wind up getting knocked out in the quarterfinals against Tampa. They come into this year losing last year's leading point producer in Matt Bigda. Bigda had last year 44 points for Georgia. It'll be O'Donnell behind his own net, trying to get help behind by Murray, and again, Farmingdale cannot clear. One-timing shot, good feed, but over the cage and wide, as that was Will Donato looking for his second, and Josh Bizarro's looking for his second assist. Duffy with the backhand flip, finally exit, might be a 2-on-1, and it is. O'Donnell, a Lorico one-timer, and he shot it wide. This line was buzzing yesterday for Farmingdale as they look to duplicate the success now. Lorico keeping it in, trying to get it to Duffy. Duffy turns, fires, knocked down in front. As a delayed call is made, it will be against Georgia.
Take a look at that call there, Jordan. Good offensive pressure by Farmingdale here in the puck moving. as mentioned before. Oh, there we go. There's
the trip there, Luke, right?
Rico. That's a guy you can't let shoot, so they did a good job there, but unfortunately taking that penalty.
Farmingdale had a tough power play in overtime last night. I talked about it was just unforced errors by bad passing. Let's see if they clean things up on their first attempt. Hawkins fires, and it's swallowed by Newbold. Hawkins, the senior out of Smithtown, New York. 2 goals, 3 assists in 7 games this year. His shot got swallowed up by the senior out of Bourne, Massachusetts, Nick Newbold. He'll be the captain, McCann, down low. Gets it right back. McCann walks, holds, fires off the side of the cage. Hawkins, Brennan, McCann. Trying to go down low to Signoretti. Signoretti back towards McCann, broken up, slapped, and out of play. That was Truman Hagen that tried to clear it, but it wound up hitting a body and out of play. Luciano Signoretti, the freshman who's come on very strong, playing on the top line. He has 7 goals in 7 games this year. When I say freshman, I don't mean freshman in school, I mean the freshman for the team, as he played with the Division III group last year. So second year at Farmingdale, first year with the D1 group. Rams got a minute left on the man advantage as Minio's pass got broken up. It'll be Ryan Murray in his own end. Minio comes in, joined by Duffy. Duffy back to Minio. Minio hounded in the corner by Leighton Poole. Gets it to Murray over his stick and has to go scoop it up because he's got Parenti on him. Minio could not eat that one up. Let's see if they can get the man up ice, and he's offsides. Declan Conway had a breakaway, but a little bit too eager, and he goes offsides. Conway, the sophomore out of Lido Beach, New York. So a couple guys on this Georgia team from the Long Island area. You got Jack Gannon on the back end from Long Beach. Dan Bartow, the junior, also from Long Beach. Declan Conway just mentioned. And James Hedquist, the freshman out of Floral Park. Rico cross ice with just about 5 left. One timing shot way around the boards. Duffy will go scoop it, and Georgia goes 1 for 1 on the kill. Duffy tangled up at center ice, and I think it will be Duffy to the box. So Duffy trips up Dan Bartow. And just as quickly as that ended, we'll go back to the special teams, but this time it will be for Georgia. And right there, you see the stick too long sitting on the skate blade. Georgia came into this weekend with 4 power play goals in their last 3 games, but yesterday going 0 for 4 on the man advantage. Gannon down low, Poole fires, and he scores! Leighton Poole on the power play. Just like that, it's 2-0.
Hey, Jordan, like you mentioned before, 0 for 4 on the power play last night. Georgia quick to set it up here. Gannon, nice dish over. He just takes his time, looks, just fires it right by. Good setup by Georgia right off the draw.
And Luke, I know you're shorthanded there, but too much time for Leighton Poole to walk in and decide what he was going to do.
Absolutely, Jordan.
Just like last night, but the roles are reversed. It's a 2-0 lead for Georgia this time around, early on in the game. Bridgewood with a turnaround shot, gloved away by Newbold. struggling on the man advantage last night, did not waste any time tonight to go 1 for 1. Georgia group averaging 3.62 goals a game on the year, allowing only 2.12 against. Georgia representing the College Hockey South. They currently sit 3rd place in that division, behind Auburn in 2nd and Tampa in 1st. Georgia's only loss this year was a 4-3 loss to Auburn. Comes to Poole again, and his shot goes wide around the net. It'll be Alexander Strauss to chip it in. Conway and Hedquist will get the assist on the Leighton Poole power play goal. Long flip towards Bridgewood, trying to catch up to it. Quick stick there by Newbold to keep it aside. Rotan chips it in, but takes a hit to make the play. First in on it is McCann. Turnover pass, Farmingdale again. The sloppiness in the first period continues. Pass in front. And back the other way will be Signoretti. Hawkins off the boards. Tried to go to Rotan, but Rotan was going for a change, so he had to wind up giving it to a near side defenseman. There's a Bulldog down in the middle, and he took that shot right off the knee, and from experience, those pucks to the knee are excruciating pain. As it was Sipos that let it go. Yeah, right on the top of the knee. Those sting unbearably. There's 2 spots where if you take a block shot to on the lower body, it's very rough. One's on the ankle, and one is right in between where the pants end and the shin guard starts. So right in the middle of the top of the shin guard and the bottom of the pants, that top of the knee area, you get hit with a shot there, it's gonna sting. I believe it's Mazzaros that's down right now. Whenever you get hit on the joints, elbows are pretty much covered up because you got the elbow guard there. Shoulders and the knees and the ankle, like I said, right in that ankle joint. You get hit with a puck in any of those 4 joints, might be other joints that I'm not naming, but you get hit in one of those joints, it will sting. More times than not, though, when you do get hit there, it stinks for like 2 minutes, and you can't really put weight on it, what you see Mazzaros right now, but then it goes away, the pain, and you're able to hop back out there. Mazzaros being helped off the ice now. And hopefully for Mazzaros, it's just a stinger from the shot block, as he will be helped out on the table right now by Farmingdale team trainer on site, Dr. Jeff Poplarski. So we'll keep an eye on Mazzaros, see if he makes a move back to the bench or he goes to the locker room, but still being worked on by the trainers. It'll be the captain, Whitwer, trying to get away from the captain, McCann. As shipping it in deep will be Dan Bartow. On the chase for Farmingdale will be Sipos. Whitwer to the point. Burnett fires one, and it's knocked down in front. I believe it never made it to DeCanio. Hawkins tries to go to McCann. The second pass was broken up by Burnett. Kicked up for McCann. He'll take across blue. McCann's shot deflected wide. Rebound kicks out on the wraparound, and stuffing the post was Newbold. Signoretti tries to go to Hawkins. He'll get it right back. They'll play catch. Come to Jason Brennan at the blue line. Brennan trying to get around one and can't as Robbie Whitworth pickpocketed him. Up the middle, another turnover by Farmingdale on their own end. Brennan thought it was offsides, but we play on. One timing shot was blocked by Brennan as it was Declan Conway on the attempt.
Tough shift for Brennan here. Jordan making a move at the blue line that's very unnecessary.
And a turnover right there too. This puck looks like it will die out. So no icing here. Conway up the middle finds Hedquist. Hedquist trying to dance through, and he does. Hedquist flips it towards the net, sticked away by Dylan Smith. Martin now towards the net off the end boards. As you have Rotan down there for Farmingdale, won by Hedquist. Hedquist pass in front, sitting there and trying to pick at it was Conway. To the point, Hagan, one timing shot from a tough angle is gloved by DeCanio, but we're getting another penalty here. It's gonna be against Farmingdale, Dylan Smith.
Yeah, Jordan, let's see if I got that. I wasn't sure if they were gonna call that. Let's take a look. Yep. All right, here we go. A little extra to Conway behind, hitting the numbers there. Can't do that. It's gonna be a penalty all day.
So Luke, a sloppy period continues right now for Farmingdale. You mentioned it live when it was happening. Brennan with 3 turnovers in one shift. It'll be Georgia back to the man advantage. They struck quickly within the first 10 seconds on their first one. And it's the man who scored, Leighton Poole. Down low, Hedquist trying to dance his way through. Saved by DeCanio. As Rotan trying to power his way out, cannot. Hedquist, cross ice pass, good recovery by Rotan to disrupt it. Behind the net, Parenti. Poole walks off the boards, cross ice pass, finds Conway, backdoor, and couldn't put it home was Parenti. Had a wide open net, but shot it too straight, and it went wide.
Beautiful puck movement there, Jordan. Let's take a look at that again. Conway. Like I said, some beautiful puck movement there by Georgia on the power play. They've been doing this all night long, yesterday too. Moving the puck, finding open lanes, and just getting shots through. Let's see if we can find it here. Conway just looking across. Almost.
He had the whole net, but he was on an angle there, so he had to shoot that on an angle. He could not afford to shoot it too straight, and he did. It wound up going wide. Just under 50 left on the second power play for Georgia this period. It'll be David Eberle. Eberle around the cage, winds up in the near side corner. Flicked up to the blue line, skated down by Hagan. Hagan, Punzenberger. They play catch. Back to Burnett. Burnett to the far side, Donato. It'll be Punzenberger now. Under 20 on the man advantage. Center point. Punzenberger gets it back into the corner. Back to Burnett, fires, knocked down in front. Trying to get it to O'Donnell, he cannot clear. Burnett, no look past to Punzenberger. It's behind him. Under 5 on the man advantage. One-timer shanked, and it goes wide. So we're back to 5-on-5. As Hagan will keep it in deep. You got Minio down low trying to eat it, trying to wait for some more black jerseys. Farmingdale in there, black alternate tonight. Brennan's shot goes wide of the glove. Usually you see Farmingdale donning the white and green. Tonight it's just green and black with a little bit of white in there. But this is their third jersey. As it'll be Dylan Punzenberger, one-on-one the other way. He's all by himself. Good reach with the long blade of Jason Brennan. Kravitz can't clear. He'll wind up getting it right back and go to Brennan. Just under 4.5 left in the first. All Georgia in the opening frame. 2 goals. First by Will Donato, not even 2 minutes in. And then Leighton Poole on the power play. But now it's McCann looking cross-ice pass. Broken up by Strauss. McCann trying to get it back. Puck's bouncing in the air. Signoretti gets knocked down. His helmet falls off. So we'll get a stoppage. McCann was trying to find, I believe, Hawkins on the far side, but could not get it by Strauss. And there's the contact right there. And Signoretti wanted a penalty on the play, but not going to get one. Saw Strauss, number 11 back there for Georgia, the junior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Had no goals all of last year, known for his defensive style, as a pad save there. But wound up getting his first goal this year, a key one. Coming in this weekend, they had a weekend sweep October 13th and 15th against Vanderbilt. The first game was a win for the Bulldogs, 5-3. The second one as well, a 2-1 win for Georgia. And it was Strauss's third period goal, his first of the year, that got the job done. Murray trying to find Bridgewood, and he couldn't let it go. And there was the aforementioned Alexander Strauss. Long ice pass to Tyler Stewart. Meets a hit, but gets it in deep. Farmingdale hemmed in their own end, and it will be Georgia to come out with it. Jack Gannon now. Goes down low, Spicer. Spicer's shot disrupted in front as you had the captain, Robbie Whitwer, in the way. Farmingdale again can't clear. Good forecheck by Georgia as it finally comes out. Duffy hounding Gannon. Got to watch those hands there for a hold. And there's going to be a trip on Duffy again. Farmingdale's Sippos will touch up. Third time this period, second time it will be Duffy to the box.
Yeah, Jordan, you can see that Duffy's doing a good job of just kind of getting Gannon out of the way, but does a little too much there. Wraps a stick around him, around the chest. And just a little extra and takes Gannon down.
Little too careless with the stick there, as he could have got one in front of the net. Wound up playing through it, but then the stick being a little too loose and tripping Gannon. Third time this period, Georgia to the man advantage. They've got one already. It's Conway. Cross-ice pass couldn't find anyone, as Farmingdale might have a push here with Immel. Up the middle, finding a man short-handed, but could not get much further, was Dylan Smith. Excuse me, that was Sean O'Donnell up the middle. It'll be Leighton Poole. Got the power play goal before, coughs it up to Immel. And Immel will take it himself, peel off, and flip it in deep.
Good PK work there by Eric Immel.
Coming to the offensive zone ice is Conway, but he runs into a wall. That is Jason Brennan. Have not seen Josh Mazzaros since the shot block, so that's something to keep in mind. he is on the bench right now with no helmet on, so he is still with Georgia right now. Deflected shot goes over the blocker. Conway comes out with it, trying to get help by Hedquist. Parente, 40 left on the man advantage, goes to Poole, gets it right back. Parente, center point Poole, walks, fires, blocked in front by Murray, and not able to clear. Story of the period for Farmingdale. Cross-ice pass, had a man in Parente. Conway walks out with it, gets a man down, blocked by Brennan, trickles behind. Parente again, 15 on the man advantage, 40 on the period. Poole, Parente in the corner. Conway drags, fires, last second reaction saved by DeCanio. Murray trying to fight through it. 5-on-5 we go, power play over. Down low again, it's Hedquist trying to dance in front, and he scores! Just as the power play expires, it's James Hedquist and a 3-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Jordan, that power play we just saw was all Georgia, moving the puck, quick passes, looking. Just sneaks it in, 5-hole, the Floral Park native.
That was a tired penalty-killing group that was stuck out there for Farmingdale. So that won't be a power play goal, as that happened right after the fact. As DeCanio got his stick up just a little bit too much off the ice, which left that 5-hole open. A great start for Georgia, and something to dismember if you're Farmingdale. As that will do it for the opening frame. All Bulldogs trying to take this weekend series after the 3-3 tie last night. Will Donato started it off for Georgia, not even 2 minutes in. Leighton Poole on the power play to make it 2-0, and just recently, a killer for Farmingdale. In the dying seconds of the period, James Hedquist, the Long Island native, just seconds after the man advantage ends, makes it 3-0 with his 4th of the year. After one, it's 3-0 Georgia against Farmingdale State College. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back, everyone, to the Al Arbor Rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network. And going into the second period, moments away from puck drop, it's all Georgia up 3-0 on Farmingdale State. A power play goal, a quick strike, and a goal by James Hedquist very late in the period, and it was a dominant showing for the Bulldogs. A lot of defensive zone turnovers for Farmingdale, and Luke, that was just a sloppy period overall for the Rams.
Yeah, Jordan, you said it all there. Georgia just had total possession of the puck all first period long. Let's see what Farmingdale can bounce back with here in the second period.
It was yesterday, Farmingdale took a 2-0 lead into the second, and it was 3 straight for Georgia that took the lead. Farmingdale hopes to recreate that success that the Bulldogs had in the second period into today's second period. As I think we're gonna have a hand pass and a high stick on the puck. So we get a whistle. Will Donato got his third of the year to start the game. Leighton Poole got his third of the year on the power play to make it 2-0. And then James Hedquist, the Long Island native, makes it his fourth of the year to get it to 3-0. Farmingdale had one power play that period. It was ineffective. Other than that, it was really not much offense from the team in black and green. Lorico has to go chase it with Hedquist on him. Hedquist pokes it on goal and picks it up. You had 2 Rams back there, and neither of them wind up with the puck. Not what you want to see for Farmingdale. First period, Farmingdale had their leading point producer, Tim Duffy, in the box twice. That was a line last night that was very effective and was neutralized in the opening frame. That was deflected, and again, Farmingdale can't exit cleanly, and Georgia will keep this at the blue line with Jack Gannon. Gannon swiped away by Hawkins. And having to cover that one up is Newbold. So second time this period, Farmingdale has already coughed it up in their own end. It was a theme consistently throughout the first period. And it was Farmingdale's inability to gain possession and exit that led to the first and the third goal. As the third goal, the penalty killers were stuck out there. That one goes through everyone, as it will now be Jack Gannon. Nice pass to open up Mazzaros. Mazzaros back out there after taking that block shot in the first. Mazzaros' shot is blocked away by DeCanio as he falls on top of it. Josh Mazzaros, after missing the bulk of the first period, after blocking that shot off the knee, comes right back in the second and almost makes it 4.
Beautiful zone entry there by Georgia. Poison with the puck, finding a guy in the slot, getting a nice shot off. Just a rebound there, beautiful save.
A turnover, and Farmingdale is offsides as Minio just missed keeping that puck on sides. Could have been a 2-on-1. Farmingdale has not really put Newbold to work that often. He has not had to make any grade A stops. Nothing really like the one we just saw from DeCanio. As Jesse Burns tries to pinch there, winds up going right into the ref as the Bulldogs are now offsides. Farmingdale's last win was coming into this weekend against Fairfield. They were down 2-0 in that game and wound up coming back to win 5-4. It was Dylan Bridgewood's third period goal. That was the fifth and the decider. Shot pops up in the air and out of play. Farmingdale has a couple guys coming into this game with streaks. We talked about Duffy in the first period. Joseph Minio, 5 assists his last 4 games. Sean O'Donnell, the center on that Duffy line, 4-game point streak, which includes 2 goals and 3 assists. As DeCanio lets that one go wide. Mazzaros almost got his 7th goal of the year as he started the season with points in all of his first 6 games. Coughs it up, Bridgewood to exit for Farmingdale, trying to power his way in. Holding forehand, Bridgewood leaps to the point. Sippos holds, fires, blocked down, and it will be chipped out by Sam Adler. Dangerous there by Sippos in front of his own net. Coughs it up again. Farmingdale with another turnover, and Georgia scores! Once again, Georgia all over the turnover, and it's 4-0 Bulldogs.
Just like you said, Jordan, once again, another bad turnover by the Farmingdale Rams in their own zone. Sippos making a risky play in front of the net, then trying to bring it up the wall and loses the puck. Georgia just does what they do best and hops on that turnover, creating an opportunity for themselves.
It will be David Eberle's 5th goal of the year. Sippos dangerously in front of his net, and it winds up costly. And again, getting beat to the puck there was Sippos. Georgia's been the quicker team, the stronger team. Sam Adler will get the assist. He made a very nice no-look pass behind the back to find Eberle. There's a penalty coming up against Georgia. So Farmingdale has an opportunity here to get on the board and try to make this into a game.
Oh, the camera just got the last end of that penalty there. Looked like a hook or a trip. Yeah, there it is.
And it looked like Farmingdale just stepped on Robbie Whitworth's stick there.
Yeah, it did.
So a generous fall for Farmingdale gives them a man advantage. And you're talking about a must-need here. It's definitely a must-need for the Rams. Lorico, hounded on the boards, gets to Murray at the point. Minio can't slow it down. As that one's sent all the way down, Declan Conway will go chase it and make DeCanio play it, and immediately right back to Parenti, and a pad stop on the recovery by DeCanio. Even shorthanded, Georgia showing to be the better team here. Minio to Lorico. And Farmingdale will try to set it up again. Lorico around the boards. Goes to Murray at the blue line. Minio. Back to Murray. Lorico. One-touch pass broken up. Could be a breakaway. And it looks like it will be. Declan Conway. Stopped by DeCanio. That is a crucial stop by DeCanio, his second shorthanded stop on this penalty kill alone. Farmingdale, nothing happening here. Could have another breakaway for Conway, and it is back-to-back Conway and another stop by DeCanio.
Farmingdale just forcing passes on their power play here, having a tough time setting it up. They are getting the zone though. Unfortunately, they're kind of just throwing passes across the middle that just aren't there. And you know, this Georgia defense on this PK is doing a great job of that.
A sluggish game continues for Farmingdale, as it looks like they're the team that traveled all the way from down south to play this weekend. Power play over, and the power play looked like it was whole Georgia. Another D-zone turnover by Farmingdale. This time they're able to recover with Signoretti, but he overskates. When it rains, it pours. Reverse hit at the boards by Punzenberger. That'll be Signoretti. Signoretti holds forehand, holds, fires, rebound loose. Reaching and lunging, wide open net, but able to recover is Punzenberger. 2-on-1 the other way, joined by Donato. Punzenberger looks for him, but it gets broken up. An aggressive Newbold there on the poke check, left a wide open net, but Punzenberger was in the slot to block the shot and start a 2-on-1. McCann overskates, gets it back, finds Signoretti. This top line for Farmingdale is on a long shift right now as McCann will hop off. Burns, fresh on the ice, keeps it in. Signoretti, no look pass in front as O'Donnell couldn't tee that one up. Icing arm up, and icing will be the call as Duffy was hard on it, but Gannon got there first.
Jordan, clearly Farmingdale having a very tough time settling the puck and also completing passes. Clearly it's not working out for them in the long run as Georgia has all the momentum right now.
And it goes back to how the way Farmingdale started the game. Not only did they let up a goal within the first 2 minutes, that looks like a slash, and it will be, on Larico. They let up that goal within the first 2 minutes, and it was then followed up with 4 icings in a row within the first 4 minutes of the game by Farmingdale. As now Larico will go to the box for slashing.
Take a look at that again. Larico just playing hard, trying to get that puck. Circling here, trying to bat it down and just knocks the stick out of the hands.
I think if you're Robbie Whitworth there, that might be a case of hold on to your stick more, you know.
Yeah, definitely a dicey call there, Jordan, but, you know, knocking the guy's stick out of the hands, you got to give it to him. It's going to be one.
Clean win by Georgia off the draw, and now they can really bust the door open with the 5 spot here on the power play. It'll be set up by Parenti. Goes to Leighton Poole. Mazzaros. Gannon, center point. Poole, one-timer. Stopped by DeCanio. Kept alive by Georgia. It'll be Gannon. Conway. Gannon again. Poole. He likes that spot. Almost had a nice pinball there to go in. But it was another stop by DeCanio. James Hedquist gaining the zone. Hedquist still with it, backs back in front, and shooting it wide was Conway. Declan Conway with 38 points last season. A point a game already this year. Conway, again, will enter, being hounded from behind, but he'll shield off and set it up. Conway, down low Parenti. Conway gets it back again. Rister on net, looking for some bodies, finds the end boards. Leighton Poole. Conway again, said his name a lot. Pass broken up and set down by Hawkins. It'll be Mazzaros with 10 left on the man advantage. Poole walks in, backdoor pass, blocked. Gannon turnaround shot, blocked again. Puck stuck on the back of the net as the power play ends, but it looks like we're not done. Got two going at it behind the net right now. I'm trying to make out the numbers. I think you got Rotan for Farmingdale, and you have Mazzaros for Georgia. So Rotan's going to the box, and I believe Mazzaros might follow suit. Yeah, Mazzaros right now with no helmet on. But now they take Rotan out of the box, put him on the bench. Refs are trying to sort this out here. Mazzaros to the bench, Rotan to the bench, no penalties. Now Georgia has 6 guys on the ice. What are we doing here? As they got to send off Sam Adler. But after all that, it's still 5-on-5. Mazzaros stays on the ice. Immel tries to go to Minio, but it's in his feet. And it'll be Jason Brennan now. D to D Kravitz. Puck skips over Minio, icing arm up, and we will get another icing.
Farmingdale's got to realize here, coming out of the D zone, horrible night in the defensive zone, to be quite honest with you. I'm sure, Jordan, you'll agree with me here. But, you know, they're throwing the puck to the wall every single time. And, you know, it's not always going to be your route out of the zone. You know, the center lane drive up the middle out of the zone, you know, sometimes they're going to have some time to get themselves out of the zone. It's not always going to be a D to center to wing pass. Sometimes it's a D to center, and that center can just get right out of the zone.
Hagen trying to muscle his way through. Puck will get in deep regardless, helped out by the most recent goal scorer, David Eberle. As Minio, pitch and catch with Immel, finds Bridgewood. Bridgewood leads for Kravitz. Kravitz has to get rid of it immediately and gets tossed into the boards. Minio, Immel now, sandwiched on the boards, kicking it free will be Bill Martin. Eight minutes left in the second as that one goes all the way out of play. So now 7:58. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. It's a 4-0 lead for Georgia. 4 different goal scorers as they have been the faster team, the stronger team, and the forecheck has been relentless for the team in white and red. That looks offsides, and it will be.
Once again, another forced pass by the Rams defenseman. Looking to get that out of the zone.
Not only can they not exit on the boards, their passing in general has not been great at all. A lot of passes right to the other team's sticks as they're quick on the turnover and then right back the other way. Up the middle, Ciani, nice move around Strauss. Could have been a big collision there. Pass up the middle off the skate of DeAndrea. As now it'll be Sipos trying to do it himself around Kraus. Sipos interfered with, so Farmingdale will go back to the man advantage. And so far this weekend, Farmingdale on the power play has not looked good at all. Had a chance last night in overtime to win it on the 4-on-3 and got nothing. And for Strauss there, I think if he makes contact with Sipos a split second sooner, that's not interference. That call could have went either way, honestly. Farmingdale needs something and anything to try to get back in this one. And immediately they lose the draw and have to regroup in their own end. Farmingdale has to try it again after the first errant pass, as will be Hawkins. McCann on the boards finds Brennan. Brennan keeps it into McCann. McCann, cross ice, finds a man firing, gloved away by Newbold. Georgia crowd here not happy with that being onside, but the puck did stay on the blue tape. And again, just sloppiness. And a third time this period, it's Declan Conway. And for the third time, it's DeCanio with the stop. Declan Conway might have more shots on goal shorthanded than Farmingdale does all game on the man advantage. It'll be McCann trying anything here on the man advantage. Finds Hawkins. Murray will flip it in. Signoretti behind the cage with Gannon. As Gannon wins that exchange, trying to get it out, and he will get some help on a bounce. Robbie Whitwer, the captain, with space, all alone, and it's shot wide. How many shorthanded opportunities is Georgia going to get in this period alone? Lorico now. Just trying to force it. Duffy, turnaround shot. Second try goes wide. 2 seconds and one. Another bad power play by Farmingdale as that goes out of play. 5 minutes exactly, or 4:59 now, left in the second. All Georgia. It's 4-0. That's the second time with Spirit we've seen Lorico on the man advantage try to force a pass cross ice. They're too casual, and at the same time, they're trying to do too much. It'll be Lorico looking cross ice again for Duffy, and they link up. Good swat there with the stick by Bill Martin. Jesse Bird's able to link up with Mazzaros, but he could not get much further than the blue line. Hagen couldn't exit, but helped out by now Punzenberger. Watch that slash by Farmingdale. They got away with one as O'Donnell throws a big body on the near side boards, but he will have to sit for two. O'Donnell gets away with a slash, but I believe, Luke, I think he came too high on that hit there.
Well, we'll take a look here, Jordan. So here's a slash.
There's the slash. He got away with that.
They're going to let him play a little bit here, and then boom.
Interference there.
Elbow there.
Yeah.
Interference, elbow. It could be either or, but definitely a penalty for sure. Refs let him play a little bit after that slash, but end the shift with that. They got to take him.
And live, it looked like Punzenberger had the puck when he got hit, but on the replay, it looked like he did not have the puck. Another power play for Georgia. with 4:02 left in the second. Back to work goes Georgia. Passes remain crisp as that shot reams around the glass and all the way out of the zone. It's something as simple as just puck movement in the offensive zone. Georgia on their man advantage, their power plays tonight, able to move the puck cleanly throughout the offensive zone with good cross-ice passes, something Farmingdale has not been able to do, whether it be 5-on-4 or 5-on-5. Parenti will circle the zone. And it'll be Gannon center point. Poole now. Down low, hounded in the low slot. And Georgia looks to keep it for now with Gannon. Jack Gannon riding a 5-game point streak coming into this one. It's Conway, cross-ice Poole. Back center point Gannon. Gannon towards the net, save DeCanio, rebound, he's got that too. DeCanio has had a very strong second period. Could have been a lot worse than 4, as that one's deflected wide off the shot by Conway. Gannon, Poole, touch pass, pins around, and stopping it is DeCanio.
Little touch pass going on by Georgia here. Nice little setup by Gannon. Moving it across the Poole and looking for that backdoor pass, but almost gets it through that tip through the skate.
Georgia goes back to work, and another thing they've been great on tonight is that face-off dot. When they're on the kill, they get the clear immediately by winning the draws, and they're starting their power play by winning the draws as back-to-back stops by DeCanio. To the point, it's Luke Burnett, stopped again in front, rebound loose, they swipe away, and it goes wide. Georgia relentless on those loose pucks, and it's going to be an interference call on Georgia. .12 seconds left on the power play, so that will do it for 5-on-4 for Georgia. As will be interference on the sophomore out of Wayzata, Minnesota, Dylan Punzenberger. 2:13 left in the second, and it will be 4-on-4 for 12 seconds. And then it'll be 1:48 of power play time for Farmingdale. Won by the Rams. As Kravitz will try to play catch with Minio as they're hounded right in front of the bench as that goes out of play. It'll be 4 seconds left on 5-on-4, and then O'Donnell will exit for the Rams. Farmingdale trying to replicate Georgia getting that late goal in the first right after their power play by James Hedquist. So now 1:40 on the man advantage for Farmingdale. 1:50 left in the second. Nice bounce. In on goal, Minio, and he ripped it off the bar. Duffy will play behind the net, trying to wrap it in front, lost it, and not clearing is Georgia. Larico, shot to the net, stick the side into the netting by Newbold. Minio has that great shot. Got a chance to see it there. Beat Newbold, but not the crossbar. And Larico, this time you see him elect to, instead of, we've seen before, try to go cross ice on that pass, just decide to throw this one on net. As Georgia will send that down, trying to get a break here, is Parenti, and it's stopped again by DeCanio. Whistle still not blown, and there it is. How many shorthanded opportunities is Georgia going to get this game? At this point, Georgia might be happy to go to the penalty kill. They've got 3 breakaways and almost 4 there. Bad pass by Farmingdale, just sloppy. It's Parenti again firing. DeCanio once again has to make a stop shorthanded. It's just too laid back by Farmingdale. They're playing too casual right now, and it's a recipe for disaster against a team like Georgia right now.
You know, Jordan, I think what it is, their power play, they're set up almost in like an umbrella, but, you know, this Georgia PK is so aggressive that I feel like, you know, if they shifted into like an overload where both defensemen were both on the blue line, it would be a little bit better off, but you shouldn't have to do that on the power play.
There's another forced pass by Farmingdale that does not get through. McCann hounded, turned over to Parenti. And Parenti's gonna come out with it, go all the way to Strauss, and they're gonna chew up the remaining 10 seconds on the penalty kill. Five on 5 we go. About 10 seconds left in the second. Georgia looking for their 5th. Puck chopped around, popped in the air, stuck on the boards. 3 seconds and 2. And that will do it as Georgia, again, looking for a last-second goal. Georgia entered the period up 3-0. A David Eberle goal, his 5th of the year, makes it 4. The domination continues for the Bulldogs as they skate up 4 going into the final frame. Alongside Luke Judge, my name is Jordan DeLuciano. We're going to step aside when we come back. 3rd period puck drop on the island. All Georgia up 4-0 against Farmingdale. Welcome back, everyone, to the broadcast alongside Luke Judge. My name is Jordan DeLuciano. Moments away from third period puck drop. Georgia up 4-0 over Farmingdale. And Luke, get this. Shot totals coming into this period. Georgia 23, Farmingdale 5.
Wow, not surprised at all there, Jordan. You know, Georgia's defense has been stellar tonight, keeping the Farmingdale offense to the outside, not allowing them to get in the slot, allowing Georgia's goalie to have a great night ahead of him and make some good stops on those 5 shots. But at the end of the day, Farmingdale hasn't really tested them. So let's see what they can do here in the third period.
The one who got the most work was at the time you least expect was Joseph DeCanio for Farmingdale. Short-handed, was making all the stops. A long hill to climb and a lot to fix in just 20 minutes if Farmingdale wants any chance of getting into this one. 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers for the Bulldogs. Shot fanned at the blue line. Good recovery, though, by Leighton Poole. Hedquist moves in, chopped away there by Hawkins. And Farmingdale at times hold that thought. It's a nice move by Conway to the middle. It'll be picked up by Donato. Donato trying to dance his way about a couple, helped out by Conway. So they reciprocate the favor there. There's that one sent down. Let's see if this one has enough life to it, and it does. Farmingdale at times looks like they're just going through the motions. You know, they're sitting back. They're not batting down on their sticks strong enough. Their passes look weak and inefficient. Like I said, the way to sum it up, it looks like they've just been going through the motions this game as if like they clinched a playoff spot and this game doesn't have any meaning to it. That's kind of been the vibe. Only 5 shots is just not even close to acceptable. And Georgia, the team that traveled this week, we had a nail-biter yesterday, back and forth. And Georgia just under 19 minutes away from taking this head-to-head series. 1 game and 1 tie. Farmingdale will be done for the weekend, but of course, I mentioned in the first period, Georgia's not done. They go to Connecticut tomorrow to play Quinnipiac. Shot to the net, knocked down, 6th shot of the game on net, and the 6th save of the game for Newbold. Again, Farmingdale can't clear. Georgia still on it. Turnaround shot, gloved away by DeCanio. Picked up behind the net by Donato. Helped out. Comes right back to him. Donato looking to the high slot. Can't get it there. Comes to the point. Comes back to Donato. Hagerman. To the assistant captain Mazzaro. Sends a shot by Donato. Stopped by DeCanio. And that offensive zone attempt all stems from Farmingdale again not being able to exit the zone. David Everly at the dot, the game's most recent goal scorer, wins it, but right to Farmingdale's Jesse Burns. Foot race, and it will be an icing against the Rams again. I believe they're approaching double-digit icings in the game. They had 4 immediately.
Yeah, Jordan, another careless toss of the puck there by the defenseman, and Siani wasn't able to beat the Georgia defenseman to the puck there.
Bouncing puck, Georgia wins another draw. Just a strong showing on the road for the Bulldogs. Sam Adler in the corner, trying to dig it up, scooped up by Eberle. Those two were the ones that connected on that nice pass, and that led to the fourth goal. Sam Adler, the no-look behind the back to David Eberle. Ciani throws it up the middle, no one home, except for Eberle. It'll be Strauss up the middle, intercepted by Signoretti. All alone, one-on-one. Signoretti dances around one and could not finish it. Big collision in front, but we play on. Goaltender Nick Newbold looks all right, as is Alexander Strauss, the two men that collided. Big collision behind the net with DeAndrea. He's the one that comes out with it. Rotan fires off the end board wide and held by Newbold. Good forecheck by the Farmingdale fourth line. DeAndrea wind up colliding with the net, but he stuck with it and created an opportunity for Rotan. This Farmingdale back end, a young group. They have seniors in Ryan Murray and Jason Brennan, along with Daniel Rotan, and everyone else on that back end is first-year players. A young defensive core. It's a foot race. McGregor after it, lunging for it is Conway. Could not find a man in front. McCann up ice. 3-on-2 if they move. McCann offsides on the pass to Hawkins. A slow developing play that was through the neutral zone, and that's kind of been another thing with Farmingdale. A lot of their plays, whether it be breakouts, passes, it's just slow moving, just going through the motions. Even on the man advantage when they're on their power plays, 5-on-4, it's just a slow, methodical approach. It just hasn't worked tonight. Turnaround pass broken up in front. Picked right back up by Farmingdale. Kicked out for Georgia, could be 2-on-1. Hedquist, Conway to the net. Hedquist tries to find him, sticked away by DeCanio. Parenti now. Again, Georgia right back on those loose pucks. They're on all of them. Trying to pinch there was Conway. McCann comes the other way. Stick check from behind, trying to stay with it. Kicked away by Newbold. Long flip goes right into the Georgia bench. Luckily, everyone get out of the way. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Farmingdale with 14:32 left in the game. The Rams team that could score a lot of goals, mentioned in the first period, 4.57 goals a game. But tonight they've barely gotten over 4 shots on goal, let alone 4 goals. And that trend continues. It's now 5 straight games for Farmingdale, letting up 3 or more goals. And tonight, DeCanio has been strong, especially in that second period, where the game could have really got out of hand. Has not gotten much help back there. As a stop made by Newbold, puck was loose but cleared. That puck will rim around and go out of play. Another offensive zone draw for Farmingdale coming up. As that was Bill Martin in the crease that possibly prevented a goal. Right there, number 7, bam, with that lunging backhand. The sophomore out of Edina, Minnesota. So second name I said on this Georgia group out of Minnesota. Murray's got a man in Adler on him. As we kick down at center by Hagan. Hagan can't get around a body. He'll be scooped up at his own end by Bill Martin. Duffy chops it away, throws it up the middle. O'Donnell on the chase, and it'll be Bridgewood behind the net trying to wrap it. Duffy can't get there. Good recovery. I believe that was Eberle in front to knock off Duffy. Chopped at the boards, multi-man scrum, puck now being just held. Kicks out to the blue, and out come the Bulldogs. 2-on-1, Eberle with a man in Adler. Adler, and he shot it wide. Turnaround shot, second attempt stuffed by DeCanio. And a penalty coming up against Georgia, as Tyler Stewart got a little too free with that stick, took a man down, and Farmingdale back to the man advantage. If you're Farmingdale here, you're going to want to see quicker decisions, a quicker pace, and getting shots to the net. Even if they're getting blocked, or they're going wide, get traction, get traffic on goal. They can't be relying too much on these cross-ice feeds in the offensive zone because they have not been working. This slow, methodical approach has not been working this game. It will be Hawkins around the boards, can't get it around, and it'll be kicked up by Robbie Whitwer. Stewart to the box for holding. Farmingdale will try to enter, they will, and find Bohm. Bohm quickly sticked off the puck by Leighton Poole, and a breakaway again. It's Robbie Whitwer in on goal, and it's stopped by DeCanio. The fifth breakaway shorthanded on the night by Georgia, and the fifth stop by DeCanio. Just falling asleep on the back end was Farmingdale. Just going through the motions. Just under a minute on the man advantage. Not much happening again for the Rams. It's Minio across the middle. Penalty against Farmingdale as a man in Alexander Strauss was taken down in front. And I believe it'll be for the third time tonight, it'll be Duffy. They see just off screen to the left, Duffy shoving Strauss down. It'll be 44 seconds of 4-on-4 and then a short power play for Georgia with 11:50 left in this game. Won by the Bulldogs. Again, strong at the dots. Tim Duffy coming off a strong performance last night. Goals in 4 straight, having a tough one tonight. Third time in the box. It'll be Luke Burnett to Parenti. Parenti bodied off the puck. Larico trying to get McCann a little too far on the pass. This could be icing, but it's waved off. Five on 4 we go for Georgia with just over a minute of power play time. It'll be Declan Conway dances through with space, shot on goal, deflected by the back-checking stick. As they try to get it back to Conway, Larico will scoop up and find Kravitz. Pace of play really slowing down here, and that will go into the favor of the team up right now 4-0 with almost 10 minutes left in the game, that being Georgia. Leighton Poole Lost it to his own devices. Hammered on the boards by Dylan Smith. Hagan now. Long frame of Truman Hagan. He'll go into the bumper spot. They're trying to find him now. Too long on the pass, should I say, as it was broken up by Farmingdale. 5 seconds left in the man advantage, and that will do it as we go back to 5-on-5.
Farmingdale doing a good job on that PK, finding the middle of the ice, finally grasping the Georgia power play attack, moving that puck through the middle and around the dots.
It'll be Rotan now, bank it off the board. Siani way too far out of his reach. Now Strauss will go D to D towards Hagerman. He'll get it right back. It'll be Siani. Siani cross blue with Strauss on him. Stripped by Strauss. As O'Donnell lays a body in the offensive zone, puck comes out, and Farmingdale will have to go D to D. Offside's arm up, but we play on, and back the other way comes Farmingdale. O'Donnell trying to power his way in and gets through Strauss. Good support there by Adam Hagerman to help out his D partner and push up ice with the numbers. Georgia could have 4-on-2. Cross ice feed, and as it was behind, Will Donato. Back and forth we go. 2-on-1 Farmingdale. Trying to get on the board here as the puck bounces over the stick of O'Donnell. They don't even get a shot, and it was covered by Nick Newbold.
At this point, Jordan, you just got to shoot the puck on net. I don't even care where it's from. I mean, how many shots they got now? 7, 8?
Yeah, maybe 7 or 8. Yeah.
I mean, geez, 8 minutes and 37 seconds left. You might as well just throw everything you got on net.
He got too in tight there, and just a bad roll of the puck got over the blade, and when it rains, it pours. What can go wrong will go wrong. Last time Farmingdale was home 2 weekends ago, a 6-3 win against Quinnipiac. After that, they went on the road, wound up losing to Quinnipiac in Connecticut, in which they held a 4-1 lead in the third period and losing 5-4 in overtime, and then wound up staying in Connecticut against Fairfield and knocking off their Empire Conference rival 5-4. So that was their weekend before coming into this one, where it looks like it's going to be a tie, and unless we get 4 goals quick here by Farmingdale, it's going to be a tie and a loss against Georgia. Burnett passed behind a man in Robbie Whitwer. As it looks like both teams are just trying to get to this final buzzer here. Orico at the plate off his skate. He's all by himself as the other 4 Rams are changing. Finds McGregor off the bench. McGregor, nice move to find space. Rips one wide of the glove.
Farmingdale defense should take some notes off of that play by McGregor. Keeping his poise and playing the line and walking in and getting a nice shot off.
It's Signoretti trying to dance around, cannot, as Bill Martin played a nice hip there to keep him at bay. Pushing the other direction. It's Hedquist. Might have some space. Good reach there by Kravis to keep him to the side. Finds a man wide open, but Bill Martin, and it's swallowed by DeCanio. The best player on the ice has been 33 in black for Farmingdale.
So let's take a look back here. All 3 Farmingdale forwards are on the right side of the play, leaving Georgia right wide open in the slot for a nice shot. DeCanio coming up big for Farmingdale once again.
You had all 3 forwards and the defensemen, so you had 4 guys in the defensive zone stuck on one side of the ice puck watching. That's how Georgia scored their second goal, the power play goal by Leighton Poole. I think he had more time than he thought, and he just kept getting closer and closer and said, all right, I'll take all the room I want, because the penalty killers were caught puck watching. And then the similar situation with James Hedquist's late first period goal that made it 3-0. Again, Farmingdale caught puck watching. Hedquist found a lane in front to score, and a nice kick save, his best of the night by Newbold. It'll be Sippos, the defender. Disrupted on the shot, it'll be scooped up by Duffy. Wide open man up the middle, can get a break here. It's Parenti all alone, and a stop made by DeCanio. He lost a glove, a penalty on the play, and a penalty shot for Georgia. So not only did they get the shot off, they'll try it again. It will be a penalty shot for Evan Parenti, as there's the hook, yep. So the shot got off, but it was disrupted due to the hook. I believe that was Rotan. So once again, another one-on-one opportunity with the goaltender for the Bulldogs. Parenti, 1 goal on the year, 4 assists. He had the overtime game-winning goal in the final game of pool play last year to knock out the #1 ranked Bonaventure, the sophomore out of Grafton, Massachusetts. DeCanio has stood tall on all breakaways tonight, but now we slow things down with the penalty shot. It'll be Parenti, cross blue, in on DeCanio. And it's stopped by DeCanio as Parenti lost control of the puck.
Parenti just kind of comes in here looking, throwing a little head fake there. Tries to get DeCanio to move a little bit on that right side. Can't beat him, lose the puck.
He was hoping that head fake and going backhand was going to open up that forehand right side, but DeCanio stayed with it and just out. He got too in tight. Pushing through is Jesse Burns. He'll be picked up by Bohm. Bohm shot slowly moves through DeAndrea, and it was disrupted by Alexander Strauss. DeAndrea had a chance for not only his first of the season, but his first collegiate goal there. Deflected wide by Ciani. Ciani and Strauss going at it behind the net. But we truck on through. 5 minutes left in the game. There's a stick loose behind. Ciani gets thrown down by Strauss. But still no harm, no foul with Strauss and Ciani. Murray finds a man off the bench in Immel. Ciani now overskates it. McCann has to stay on size. He does. Strauss and McCann will go to battle, helped out by Immel in the corner. Immel taken down. Strauss has been involved in this whole entire shift, as now it'll be Jack Gannon with some space to find Strauss. A little bit of line mix-up now by Farmingdale, as they have Immel out with Hawkins and McCann. Turnaround pass cannot get through, as you had Nate Haley there, the freshman out of Lowell, Massachusetts, getting hit one of his first shifts of the game. Mazzaros now into the corner. Punzenberger comes out, coughs it up for Immel. Immel chips it forward. Hawkins there. He'll hold backhand behind the net. Find Immel behind the cage. Immel pass in front, sticked away by Newbold, and a long flip glove down, stayed on sides, but not for long for the Rams. Just over 3 minutes left in this game. It looks like Georgia will skate off to a victory, just a matter of what the score will look like. They will finish off their Northeast trip tomorrow in Connecticut against Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac currently first place in the Empire Conference. Every time Farmingdale gets the puck, whether it be the neutral zone or their own zone, they do not have any time at all to breathe, as the back checkers are constantly scooping from behind with stick lifts and disrupting breakouts. Pass up the middle, no one home for the Bulldogs as Jesse Burns intercepted. As Burns will switch off with Larico. Minio now turns, finds a man in front, and they had Burns wide open, could not find him as a shot from behind the net hits the helmet of Newbold, and that one goes out of play. 2:18 left in the game, 4-0 Georgia, as Farmingdale had a chance here to get on the board. And we'll have an icing here. Georgia bench does not like that call. They believe they had the red line when they sent that one down. And let's see if they win their case. I don't think they will. Let's see. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive zone draw for Farmingdale. Georgia looking to stay competitive in that always tight college hockey South. South Carolina, Auburn, Tampa, Alabama, and Georgia. That one hit goaltender Jake Temkin on the bench. Georgia's lone defeat this year was against Auburn, 4-3. And they wound up splitting that weekend set. Georgia last year in the College Hockey South playoffs, knocked out in the semifinals, a year removed from winning the College Hockey South Conference. They had a disappointing showing 2 years ago at Nationals, getting knocked out in pool play as the pool's top seed. They followed it up this past season at the AAU National Championship, going on to the quarterfinals, getting knocked out by their College Hockey South rival, Tampa. First time in quite some time these two teams linked up. I believe you got to go back to 2018 that these two teams met. I believe it was at Nationals that year. And other than that, it's been the only meetings. That meeting at Nationals back in 2017, 2018, I believe. And then these two this weekend between Farmingdale and Georgia. As speaking of Georgia, they look for a fifth and another stop by DeCanio as we're under a minute left. Duffy now on Strauss. Backhand, one hand, steered aside by Newbold. Find a man in Hedquist, got a man wide open in front, and trying to swat it down was Declan Conway. Could not get past the stick of DeCanio. Farmingdale stays on sides. That looked close as Newbold gloves that away. .22 left in this one. It's all but wrapped up. Just a matter of what that score total is going to say. Will Donato started the game off, not even 2 minutes in, 1-0. Leighton Poole on the power play, 2-0. James Hedquist at the end of the first period, right after a power play to make it 3-0. And then David Eberle off the nice feed by Sam Adler to make it 4-0 in the second. And that's all we got as of now. Farmingdale, a team that's averaged almost 5 goals a game this year, will be shut out on home ice as Georgia comes to the island, takes a tie yesterday and knocks off Farmingdale. It's a 4-0 win and a shutout for goaltender Nick Newbold. Georgia started the game as the better team, the faster team, the stronger team, the more disciplined team, and they end the game with all of those superlatives to their name. A dominant showing on the road for the Bulldogs. They will go to Quinnipiac tomorrow to play another Empire Conference game before they head back down south to the University of Georgia. For the last time, you've been watching live on the LI Sports Network here at the Al Arbor Rink at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York, alongside Luke Judge. My name is Jordan DeLuciano, your final University of Georgia 4, Farmingdale State College nothing. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.